Hello, good morning, welcome to another vlog. How is everybody? My name is Denise and I weekly vlog Saturday to Friday. They go up on a Monday and I think last week's was probably late because I haven't edited it yet. It is Sunday and I am just working on my slip extravaganza. Now if you watched last week's vlog you would have known that I was getting really bored with this, but I am working on it this morning to get the last in-between bit done, so this white bit here, and then it's going to go into the dark pink and then I think the bind off. So yeah, that is what I'm working on. Like I said, it's Sunday. Didn't film anything yesterday. We went and got weighed and I lost £1.5 pounds, which I'm really pleased with, and Ian lost £3.5 pounds. So yeah, that is all really good. I was doing a bit of cross stitch last night and I have got quite a bit of this. I say quite a bit, I think I'm on like 21% of this. So I have started on this poppy here. It's absolutely massive, well, to me, but I'm really enjoying it. I have really enjoyed this. So I started on this flower going up round here and then I put in this tiny little bit of pink, lighter pink, and then last night I finished this bit up here and I am now going up here. This red does come across more, but I wanted to, no, yeah, it does come across more, but the way I was doing it, that's just how that was how my brain was working. I'm using this needle minder that I got from a kit that I got when I went to a flea market before Christmas, and I got a little kit. You'll see that when I start it. I will start it at some point. And it is just a button. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a button with obviously a magnet on the back. It's really good. So yeah, that is the cross stitch. Tomorrow I will be rolling the dice for the next project. And in last week's vlog I said about bringing this into next week. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not because I'll probably be too excited about the new project that gets pulled, and we'll just see how that goes. I am really thinking about taking this to my mum's with me, whether it's finished or not, because I can get it finished there. There's not that much left to go, and the pattern is quite simple, to be honest, to get it finished, and I can block it there as well and it will dry hopefully. So yeah, yesterday we went out with Ian's mum and dad and we didn't get back till, it wasn't late, it was like 6 o'clock, but then we had dinner and Ian worked last night, got to -5. It's still very icy outside. I think tonight it's going to get to -6 and he's at work again tonight. But again today we're going out with Ian's mum and dad, and then we've got the landlord coming later just to sign some new tenancy papers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just watching a little bit of YouTube. I thought I would quickly catch you up with what's happened so far. Yesterday and today I am in my big poncho-y thing. It is chilly. It is chilly. I haven't put the heating on. I just thought, what's the point? I had the hot water bottle last night. It was so cosy. And then Ian stole it when he come in. But I was warm. I was already warm at that point, and he was freezing. So I might do 2 tonight. I've got 2 hot water bottles, but I'm gonna carry on with this round. So I've got all of this left to go, just to get this last in-betweeny row done, and then I can put it away. Then I've got one colour left to do, and then I probably won't have to take all these colours with me. But then I'll probably decide while I'm there, I'll do the long border. I don't know. We'll see how I get on, and I might try do a bit of this tonight as well. In the evenings I'm finding that I'm just going back to my cross stitch. I've put my lamp thing back here. I might order another one that's just got the, so this one I use because it's got the phone clamp on it. I use for my extractor fan over there, it clamps to it, or like, because it's square it can clamp to it anyway. So I use that one over there for that, but I might get just another little one for here just with the light on it, and clamp it, because I am doing my cross stitch of an evening. I'm really enjoying it actually. So, and I've got all these new things that I want to start. I've got Readly, and I've gone to the cross stitch magazines and saved a lot from there. So yeah, I have got that skull cross stitch that I want to start as well, but that might even be one that I can take away with me, because hopefully the poppy will be done by then. Yeah, we will see. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, and if I don't see you later on, I will probably see you tomorrow. Hello, good evening. It is Sunday, and I have got more done than I thought I was going to, and that is because so today we were supposed to be going out again with Ian's mum and dad. Yesterday we went and picked up with them their new caravan, and it is really, really nice. They have bought it home, so they already have a caravan that is in the back garden, and they've bought this one home and just checking it out and stuff, and then it's going to go into storage. So that was what they was going to do today, but Ian's dad just wanted to check it all over a little bit more. I think he needed to change one of the gas things. There was what else? There was the water that he wanted to check. Just bits and pieces basically. So Ian was at work last night, and his dad texted him early this morning and said, I'm not taking it to the storage, but if you can come over and give me a hand with a few things when you get up, then we'll do that instead. So Ian said, are you going to come with me? Are you going to stay here? What are you going to do? I said, look, I'll still come with you. And yeah, so we didn't leave here till about 12, and so we got there, and Ian's mum and dad were in the caravan at the time. They were doing bits and pieces, and then me and Ian's mum went inside, and I sat there and I knitted for a few hours. So if you are new here, I lived in that house before this, we moved into this flat, for I think it was almost 10 years. Might not have been that long. So we've been here 13 years. So that would have made me 28. Yeah, almost 10 years. So I feel very comfortable in that house. I lived there for a long time, and so it's not awkward or anything like that. I can just sit there and knit and get my stuff out, and so yeah, anyway, basically I have knit all the way to the end of, that's the wrong side, of where I am going to bind off. And this evening without losing stitches. And let's turn it the right way round. I should have done this before. I have started to bind off. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is not the best way of showing you this, is it? Let's put a needle minder on the end here. Needle minder? Yeah, whatever it's called. So that end is okay. This is what I have got, and I could not be happier with this. Really pleased with it. So it is now 11:10 of the night. Ian has literally just left to go to work. I'm not halfway binding off yet, so I am here, and halfway is sort of here somewhere. So I'm so happy that I've managed to get majority of this done. So if we had gone out today, not much would have been knitted on this. So I managed to get the rest of the white colour in, and then the pink I managed to get in as well, and then the last bit of the white again to bind off. So I don't think this border looks too bad. I'm quite pleased with the proportion of it, to be honest. I thought it might look a bit silly because it would be really small, but it's not at all. It's quite a big border, and obviously once it gets blocked out and stuff. I have still got quite a bit of yarn left over, to be perfectly honest. So I have, well, without dropping it, I haven't weighed it yet, but I have this much of the colours left over. Now, what I've done in the past is I've made socks with the leftover yarns. So I may do that because I have got a pair of shawlography socks that I made with the leftover yarns from that. And then I will probably have a little bit of the undyed left over as well. So who knows, I could make another pair of socks to match my shawl. So yeah, that I probably got near enough 100 gram there, to be honest. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, whether it's going to become something else or I don't know. I do not know. So the plan is tomorrow is Monday. It's dice rolling day, which I'm super excited for, and even more so now because this is nearly finished. I haven't got this to worry about in the back of my mind. I will bind this off in the morning. So this is the first thing that I'm going to do tomorrow morning, is bind off the rest of this. Now, it's probably going to take me a few hours to bind the rest of this off, to be perfectly honest. So Ian's working nights. He probably won't be up that early, so I can just get on and bind this off in the morning, and then once that's done I will roll the dice, pick a new project, and then this one will be off the whip list, so I'll only have 15. Now I'm sure the dice is a 16 and a 12. I don't think there's a 14, or if there is a 14 then I will just keep rolling the 16, but if this number comes up I'll roll again, and I'll do that for every time that I drop down a whip. I do want to drop down to 12 whips, even though I want to cast on 40 this year. I feel just a little bit more comfortable at 12. And that may change later on in the year. I might go up a few again, like back to 16, 18, whatever. But I'm just feeling like I've got lots of old whips, and a lot of them were done April time last year. So I think it's about time I got some of them off the needle. but I love this part here. I love this pattern. Now, I know Stephen West does a jumper with the honeycomb. He does blankets with the honeycomb. Oh, isn't it? Oh, I just love this so much. And it's so easy to do this honeycomb pattern. So there may be more honeycombs in my future. Watch this space, because I love it. I absolutely love this. So that could be a thing. I don't know whether this is going to be big enough to wear over my shoulders. It might be, I'm not sure. Obviously it needs blocking a lot, and the rest of it needs to come off the needle. Oh, I think it will be actually. Just, oh my god. I love it. I love it so much, and I just am so sad that I got so bored at the end. And I don't know whether it's because I put it down for such a long time, and then picked it back up. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking I want one of these in a different colour as well, because it is such a pretty pattern. But I don't know if I could go through the border again. And I have got ends to weave in where I have done the triangles. So yeah, I got that to deal with as well. Right, oh, excuse me. Ian did get called out while we was at his mum's, just before the landlord was due to come. And lucky enough, because I did ring, it's a landlady, a landlord is a lady. I did ring her and say, look, Ian has been called out for work and it's taken a bit longer than we anticipated. Can you come a little bit later or postpone, or I can sign on Ian's behalf? Bearing in mind we've been here 13 years, so it's not that we know each other very well, but we're very trusting of each other. Like, there's never been any problems here. So she said, no, we'll still come, and if he's not there, then you can sign on his behalf, and then like we can sign again if like they have to come round for anything. But lucky enough, as they were pulling into the car park, Ian was pulling up as well. So we did manage to sign new paperwork, and that's all fine. It's just a formality, really. We just carry on paying as we do, and it's just literally a bit of paper that we sign with all the details of the flat and everything, basically. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. So I am really tired. I'm gonna yawn again. And I'm really, really excited to get that off the needle tomorrow. Where I'm going to block it, I do not know. Because I know that it blocks with a bit of an curl. Oh, I couldn't think what that word was. So if I show you this bit that's off the needle, like, it's got a bit of a curl here. So I honestly don't know where I'm going to block this. I might be able to block it on the floor over there, because the floor's clear over there at the moment. Put the blocking mats out and then put the heater on it. Not on it, but like have the heating on, so then it warms up a bit. And hopefully that might dry sort of overnight-ish. But yeah, anyway, I've been under one of my other blankets because it's been chilly, and I've just been wearing this jumper again today, so it needs to go in the wash now. But yeah, just trying to keep warm. I'm going to make a couple of hot water bottles for when Ian gets in, because he said it was nice and toasty last night when he got in, and the hot water bottle was on the bed, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm really happy that that's nearly done. I honestly thought it would go back in its bag and not get worked on, but I've done quite a bit today, so that's, yeah, I know I'm probably getting on your nerves now, but I'm really happy that's done. Anyway, that's it. So tomorrow I'll come on and roll the dice. I don't really know what we're doing tomorrow. I don't know what Ian's doing tomorrow. We definitely need to go shopping at some point, so that will get done, but probably just run over Tesco and get bits for the week. And yeah. Oh, I think we're going to put the cupboard doors on the unit as well. Maybe tomorrow. Just to get that bag out of the way, because that is over there at the moment with all the doors in it. And that's one reason why I need to get my whips down, is because they are rammed in them boxes. And a cupboard is going to be slightly smaller, so I will need to Jenga them, or no, Tetris them into the cupboard. But if I can get a couple down, then that will be good. And I did get the new kitchen sink shop dishcloth pattern through email yesterday, I think it was. Might have been Friday. So if you didn't know, the kitchen sink shop does a subscription, an email subscription thing, and you sign up and you get their monthly dishcloth pattern. I've been doing it for the past year and 2 months now, and so I've got all of last year's, and I got 2 from the year before, and then obviously I got January's, and I've only made a couple, but I do save them into a different folder in my email, so that I can make them at any time that I want. And that is actually in my rotation. If a dishcloth comes up, then I will make dishcloths for that week, and then I can like do other stuff as well. Maybe knit on a sock for a bit, or knit on my hat. I can do more cross stitch. I haven't done any of that today, so I'm just pleased that I got quite a lot of that done yesterday and the day before, that today I could just really concentrate on getting the shawl done, which I'm gonna finish in the morning. So I will show you that progress in the morning. I'm going to shut up and go to bed, and I shall see you tomorrow. So it's now Monday and it's 5:15 in the afternoon. I haven't rolled the dice yet, which I'm going to do right now, but I have finally cast off all of my slip stravaganza. I haven't weaved in all of the ends yet, so I need to do the ends on the triangles on the back. So that will get done tonight. And yeah, so I was casting this off all day, just took hours. And then I've been shopping and we've been sorting out the kitchen and that. I've just made coffee, so I'm going to have a coffee and a sit down. Well, I've sat down most of the day, but let's quickly roll the dice. So I'm obviously, if it rolls number 3, that is where this was. I'll just roll again, and I'm disregarding the second dice because I am working on the poppy cross stitch. So I've just opened the app and it's on 14.2, so just to give you what it looks like, and it has pulled number 10, which is my Starburst, and I haven't worked on that for quite a while. Let me get that and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm just editing this vlog and there is a whole clip missing. I don't know whether the camera just didn't record it, whether I've deleted the clip, not sure. So basically I rolled the Starburst Tee and I pulled it out and I weren't really a lover of it. So I've decided that I was going to go and look for some more yarn to restart it. And and yeah, I just wasn't feeling it and wasn't really liking the colours it was in anymore. Just wasn't me. So yeah, I don't know where that clip went. So I'm going to insert this here, and then the next bit is going to be me saying I'm going to unravel it and stuff. So yeah, I'll make sure that the camera's recording, or I'll be more careful with my clips in future. So I've had a look for yarn, and there's nothing really that's shouting at me for that pattern. So yeah, I think I'm just going to unravel this, pull the needles out, and roll the dice again. So in a way, this is a good way of actually making sure you really want the thing that you're going to make, because I would have made this last June, I would have carried on with this, finished it, and probably worn it once or twice and then not anymore. So I don't know if it's because it's a summer colour, really, like it is very bright, but yeah, it's just not for me at the moment. So I'm going to pull that back, and that means I have got another slot on my list. So shall we roll the dice again, and see? So it's on the numbers that it's just pulled, which was 10. Well, the next dice don't really matter. So number 7, which is Down to the Stream. So this is a top that I'm almost finished. It's got the squares at the bottom. I've knit up, and I've just got the sleeves to do. So let me grab that one. I'll show you what that is up to, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that may be finished this week. Okay, this is living in this bag, and yes, I have finished the back, I think. I'm gonna have to have a look, but this is the neck. So it's like quite a wide neck. It actually matches what the colour that I'm wearing now. But yeah, so this is what this one's looking like, and I have, sure I've sewn, yes I have, I've sewn these together, and now I need to knit the other side up, do the neck, do the sleeves. I thought I was a bit further than this, so it might not be a finished object, but it might be quite close. So a couple of turns of this being pulled should it should be finished. Also, if you watch Abby from the Blue Heart Crochet podcast, she's actually just cast on one of these as well. So and she cast on one of these because she seen me making mine, which was nice. So yeah, I hopefully will be able to get this a bit further along. Oh, I've got my pattern here. So I believe this is a free pattern as well. Let me get the pattern on Ravelry. I don't know why I'm trying to get it on Ravelry when I have the full pattern here. So this is what the pattern is, and it is on the Biscotti Yarns website, so biscottiyarns.com. I will leave a link for this and for the Starburst Tee in the description below. So I will get back to this and carry on. And I'm just glad it's one that I can actually work on. I need to weave in the ends of this though. I'm going to do that tonight and hopefully get it blocked at some point this week. So I can now empty this bag and put this in my bag collection. And I can empty this bag and put that in there as well and put the yarn away. Yeah, so that is that. I will probably come back tomorrow now and show you any progress that I've got and stuff. So I'm just I'm quite happy that it's picked that because it's a nice easy one, which is good, and I can work on the poppy cross stitch as well to try and get as much of that done as possible. So that's that. I shall see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. Didn't film anything yesterday. I've got a bit of a pain in my side. Not that side, the other side. I don't know what's going on, but I am doing my lasering. So Wednesday is lasering day, 100%, and then any other lasering I want to do in the week is just a bonus, basically. But Wednesday is going to be my sort of get my head down and do some stuff lasering wise, or at least shop wise. But today I am lasering some bits, but I'm going to put some bits in the shop. So obviously this won't go out until next Monday, but the stuff that I do, it's not I can always make more, if you know what I mean. So I've made some blanket tags. Now I decided that these would be quite a different thing. So I want to come away really from like the jewelry side, because like, yes, we all wear, like, not all, but some of us wear earrings and like stuff like that, and I may go dip into the jewellery side a little bit every now and again if I can think of some really quirky earrings and stuff. But I was just finding that, yeah, I just want to step away from that and do like accessories for crafting and that. Anyway, enough of that said. I have made these blanket tags. So the first one says, "This took me forever," which I thought was really, really quite fun. This one just says "handmade with love," and then we've got "made with love, swear words, and a tiny bit of my hair." And to be honest, I think most of us could relate to this, because I'm always knitting my hair or crocheting my hair into any project that I pick up. And this one says, "I made this, no you can't return it," which I thought was quite funny as well. So they are the 4 tags that will be going into the shop. And I am actually just making another one that says "Temperature Blanket 2025. So I will be putting that one in the shop as well. Now, if you want a tag that's got a different date on it, that's fine, I can make that, but I'm just going to put these in the shop for now. I don't know whether to do 2024 ones and just make them available in the shop, because people are probably just finishing their blankets. I don't know. If you want a 2024, I could always put that as an option, couldn't I, in the listing. Anyway, so at the moment I have 3 keychains that I've made as well. So we have this really cute bee. So these are either keychains or bag charms and stuff like that. So yeah, you can put them on your bags. And then we've got this really cute Highland coo. Really, really cute. And then for Valentine's, I just thought I would do something with some hearts. And this one, you could even, like, if you have got colouring pens or like the Posca pens, the acrylic pens, you can even colour this in if you wanted to. Yeah, I thought that was really cute as well. So today I am going to do this tag, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want to try something for myself, and I don't know how it's going to go, so it shouldn't take that long because it's just a little bit of cutting out, and I'll show you how that comes. It is a cross stitch thing, and I know there's quite a few of you that have been commenting on my videos, saying that you enjoy seeing the cross stitch, and you are happy that I've picked it up, or and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're here just for the knitting, I do other I dip into loads of different things, i.e. the lasering and stuff. So I will show you that when I have got it. This pain in my side is really bad. I think it's a bit of trapped wind, and when I went on Friday, he did say that I will suffer with a little bit of trapped wind for a while. I don't know, but I have got some trapped wind, which it's trapped wind, but it's like really like inside. I don't know whether I've still got a bit of air inside my body and not inside my digestive tract. I don't know, because it has been giving me a bit of jip, but it's nearly 6 weeks now. Anyway, my Slipstravaganza is here. I haven't blocked it yet. It's been really cold and damp here, so it's just been no point. I will block it. It has warmed up a little bit today actually. It's not damp. So I've got washing on the go. We'll just see how that goes. Oh, I'm going to go and take some Rennies. That probably is not going to help, but we'll see. I've got some peppermint tea as well actually. I might try that. Ian has gone to help his dad with the new caravan. They're taking it to the storage today, and they've just left. Ian's dad come and picked him up, and they've literally just left. So I'm just, oh, this is finished. I can show you what this looks like. So temperature blanket 2025. I could have made the writing a little bit bigger, but there we go. I've got 5 blanket tags, 3 keychains, and a partridge in a pear tree. No, so I will get on with some other bits and I'll show you them a little bit later on. I did next to no knitting yesterday. I just sat and I cross-stitched. I got over 600 stitches into my cross stitch. I've worked it out how many a day I need by the time we go on holiday. Well, it's I think 4 days before we go away. I need 220 stitches a day, and I'm a slow stitcher. I'm a very slow stitcher, so yeah, if I can get more than 220 stitches in a couple of days a week, then that will help me out. But yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping I'll get it finished, even if I have to take it away. And we're there for just over 2 weeks, so I could stitch it while I'm there as well and just make sure I get a frame before we go and stuff. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I'm going to get on with some work, otherwise nothing will get done, and I will be back with you a little bit later on. Please ignore the absolute state of me. But anyway, it's much later. Ian's just gone to work. It's 11:15. He's gone early tonight. He's had to go to the yard to pick up his new, I was going to say uniform. It's not uniform. It's like PPEs, orange, and he's ordered a load of new stuff. Yeah, so he's gone to work. I have been cross-stitching and I have been knitting. And I thought I would show you the little thing that I was super excited for earlier on, but it didn't really work out how I wanted it. It needs some tweaking. So I haven't designed, well I have designed, but I have laser cut this. Now you might think, Denise, it's just a box. It is just a box, but it has a hinged lid, and it's all done by its own components. So basically it's all done, and it's all put together with the wood that it's made from. I am making my hands dirty yet again because it needs sanding, but the reason it didn't really work very well is not that my measurements were out. Like, it is really good. Like, it works. It's a box. So I'm going to keep this one for myself. These are the little hinges. So, get my face out of the screen. So it just works like that, basically. And as you can see, these are the bits that need sanding. Like I said, you need to like sand the burnt bits off. But yeah, so the idea was to make this into a little Notion stitch marker type box, just putting little bits and pieces in basically, and then I was going to engrave the top with a design of some sort, but this was just prototype number 1. The wood that I've used is not the wood that I normally use. That probably doesn't make much sense, but it was from somewhere I don't normally order it from, and it didn't cut very well. So the idea is to get some wood and just tink with this basically, and see how we get on. I was thinking of doing some boxes and putting some metal hinges on, but to be honest and to be fair, I think this works. It does squeak a little bit, but I think it works pretty well. There are other boxes that I've seen that have got a slide-on lid, but that might not work as well. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this prototype has come out. It needs a bit of tweaking, sizing and stuff. So like putting it together, I don't know if you can see, like it's not put together very well at the bottom, and it's not snug because just the sizing, I need to tink with the holes of where they slot in, and anyway, stuff like that. So this could be another new thing that I do, and if it's easy enough, I'm hoping, maybe, I'm not 100% sure, of flat packing it, but I'm not sure how that's going to work, because it is, I don't know, we'll see, because I can always glue the hinges onto this top bit of wood. Anyway, that's enough about that. Now, are my hands dirty? They are a bit. Anyway, so I have been cross stitching, and I will show you my progress on that. Now I'm going to try just to hold this like this. I've managed to get my 220 stitches in today, which I'm really pleased, and this poppy here is coming to life. So I've managed to do all of this bottom bit here, and all of this top bit here is just 2 colours, which is the orange and the pink. So yeah, and obviously this middle bit here, I think there is a black, and I don't know what colour's in the middle actually. A black, and a green in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get at least 220 is my goal, but I'm gonna try and get at least 250 in, just because of the days that I probably won't get to stitch much. Like for example, Saturdays, if we go out and stuff, I don't really get much stitching time, and if we're just busy and I come home, but 9 times out of 10 I can do a little bit of an evening, so that's not too bad. That's that. My down, what is it called? I've called it down to the stream, but I don't think it is called that. It is called down to the stream. I have got this much. I've put this much of the purple in, so I had to pick up the stitches the other day, and I've knit all of this purple, plum it is actually. It's the So Crafty from Aldi in plum, and I've put stitch markers here because I need to do 64 rows to get to the same size as the front. This is the back, not the front. This is the back, and then I need to do a little bit more because the back is longer than the front. like they normally are, really. And then I will be able to bind this off and do the sleeves, I think. Let's quickly have a look. Finish shoulders and neckband. Yes. Just look, sleeve. Oh, so you pick up stitches to, so you join the shoulder seams, and then you pick up and knit the sleeves. So that's good, because I was worried that I wasn't sure how long I was going to do the sleeves. The only other dilemma that I've got is I can only find, this is what happens when you don't put all the yarn together, I can only find one full ball and a part used ball. What this ball was used for, I can't remember. So if any of you guys can remember what it was used in, that would be great. Was it used in Amelia's something or other? I don't think it was. So this is what I've got left to do the neckband and the sleeves. I have got, well, I'm not even going to have that much, because I have got literally this much left of the ball that I'm working on, and I have got so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've probably got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 rows to go, and that's just to get to 64 rows. So yes, I have got some of this, which is the bottom colour, so I could possibly do the neckband in this and stripe the sleeves. We'll see. I'm not really bothered either way. I really like this. I think it might be a bit snug on me. It is just a one size fits all type pattern. There's no sizing in it as such. I think it might be a bit snug, but again, I think with blocking and it being off the needles and sewn together and put on, like, it is quite wide, I suppose. Like, it's straight up and down, so this bottom is going to be the same as the top half. So yeah, I think it's not going to have much positive ease, but I'm not a lover of stuff that has got lots of positive ease, just because I find that things just look too big. So yeah, but I am going to knit the rest of this yarn into this, try and get to 64 rows tonight, and then that way I'm going to measure how much more I need. And yeah, that's that. So I'm going to get on with this. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Like, oh, I don't know. I could even do like the bottoms in that colour, couldn't I? Because the bottom of the jumper's in that colour. I'm just thinking out loud now. Anyway, I don't think this will be finished this week, but I feel like I'm getting quite a few projects to the point of finishing or being finished. So this will be one of them. I finished the slip extravaganza last week. I have got a ripple bralette on my list that can easily be done within a week. I'm sure I've knit one of those in a week before. I've got what else is on there? I've got the Notting Hill top, which could easily be done in a week. That's just round and round. So yeah, there will be things finished. And I am going to enter them into Mandy and Belinda. So Mandy from Mouse Switch Yarns, or Mouse's Makes, and Belinda from Belinda's Baubles are doing a make along, which is the it could be the topping off Mal or the topping out Mal. Now the reason I get so confused with this is because Mandy gets so confused. So it's one of them. They have both got a Ravelry thread, and it's basically a make along for the first 3 months of the year, January, February and March, that you can enter any finished object that you've bought in from the year before. So all of my whips, other than the ones that I cast on, which there is 5 of them so far, I'm going to enter my Slipstravaganza. I've already entered my hat, my muscle bra, but I want to block the Slipstravaganza to get a nice picture. So I've got until the end of March to enter it, so that's fine. And hopefully I will have a few more finished by then as well, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to do some more of this tonight. Tomorrow is Thursday. Nothing's really happening tomorrow. I've put some of Ian's clothes on Vinted that he was getting rid of, and a couple of t-shirts have sold, so I need to package those up and get those sent off. I'll do that tomorrow. He's just selling some t-shirts, joggers, pair of shorts, and the thing is, like, most of them are nearly brand new because Ian is working most of the time, so he's in work clothes. They're his own clothes, but they're just his work clothes. And so a lot of his nice clothes, they don't get worn very often. And we didn't really know what to do with them. So I thought, well, I'll put them on Vinted, which I did do today. And I'll give them like a week, maybe 2 weeks. If they haven't sold, I'll just take them to the charity shop. So that's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to get on with some more knitting, and I am going to watch some YouTube. I've got Tonya on the telly at the moment, and I probably won't pick up the cross stitch anymore tonight, to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty pleased with my progress so far, and it's so nice that I can actually see the flower coming all together. And I did look, and I was like, oh, I've got so far left to go, which I have, don't get me wrong. But the next page, the bottom page, is nowhere near as big as this top bit. There's a lot more green in the bottom page, so that will be nice to change it up a bit. And then once this is finished, I have got some more things that I want to possibly put into rotation. So if you watched the first weekly vlog, no, it was the vlog in between Christmas and New Year, I think. I showed some cross stitches that my sister bought me. She bought me a llama and a sunflower, and I want to try the sunflower because it's on printed fabric, and I didn't know that once you've washed the printed fabric, the print washes away. I never knew that. I just thought the print stays there and you just hide it with your stitches. And I was pretty amazed when I've seen videos of people washing their printed cross stitches and that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this. I just thought that they stayed. Silly me. No, it is washable ink that they use, and it gets washed away. So that one's quite small, so I thought I'd give that a try. So that is going to go into my rotation. So I'll have the sunflower, I'll have my Malta cross stitch, I'll have the skull that I want to start, and because I've got 4 slots, I am possibly going to start either a new start, which will be the coffee one that I got from Malta, or I will put a existing whip in. Now I've got one of a beach scene that is quite big, and I did manage to get the pattern into or onto my iPad so I can load it digitally, or I've got, very embarrassingly, I have one that is about 15 years old, and it's Winnie the Pooh. If you've been with me for a long while, you would know that I've dipped in and out of this cross stitch a few times over the years, and I really would like to finish it. It's not far from being finished, so I could put that into rotation as well. We shall see. I might do that, because the Malta one, even though it's quite big, or even the sunflower, is not going to take me that. Anyway, that's enough of me thinking out loud and talking rubbish. But I'm really enjoying the cross stitch. At the moment, I have fallen down a rabbit hole with the cross stitch, a big rabbit hole. I'm watching quite a few people on YouTube doing, like, they call it floss tube. I've found quite a few people on there. And it's nice because I'm finding that less and less of my regular people that I watch are not putting videos up. So it's nice to have something different to watch as well. And I'm going through all the cross stitch magazines on Readly, and I have fallen down this rabbit hole. So if anyone walks past and sees my feet going like this, please pull me back up. Just a little bit. Not all the way, just a little bit. Because there has been a few days where I've thought to myself, oh, I don't want to do my knitting. No, I don't want to do any knitting or crochet or anything. I just want to cross stitch. Who am I? Who am I? Oh my God. But I have picked my knitting back up and I am enjoying it. So I can do all the crafts. Like, what's stopping me from doing a bit of everything? Nothing. It's just me. And I think once I have finished on this cross stitch, because I've got a deadline for this is why it's so important for me to work on that, so many stitches a day, blah 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 blah. I really want to take a step back from being pressurized into crafting every day in a way that puts pressure on me. I know this sounds like really weird probably, but I just feel at the moment that in my brain it's like, I need to finish stuff, I need to work on stuff, I need to work on stuff, I need to do this, I need to do that. I don't need to do any of these things. They're just things that I've put in my own head. I need to do this, I need to do that. I have no deadline for any of this stuff. Nothing at all. And a prime example is that when I rolled the dice this week, I've pulled that Starburst Tee out, and I was like, I don't want to knit this anymore. I don't like the yarn in this pattern. I love the yarn, don't get me wrong. I don't like it in this pattern. I'm pulling it back. Where before I had this little talk to myself, I would have been like, I need to get this finished. I need to work on it. I need to make progress to show you guys and stuff. But now I'm like, if I don't work on it, I don't work on it. If I do a couple of inches, I do a couple of inches. It is what it is. I don't want to pressurise myself too much into making progress on stuff. I have too many whips at the moment, and I really do want to get it back down to 12 maximum. Like 12 is quite a lot really. And if I'm rolling the dice, that's 12 weeks of stuff. Like, so if I could roll the dice and it rolls number 1, for example, it might not roll that number 1 for another 12 weeks. And I might get that number 1 2 or 3 times in that 12 weeks. So there's going to be projects that I'm not going to be working on for ages and ages and ages. And a prime example is this. I cast this on in May last year. I cast on the Slipstravaganza in June last year. It's only just been finished. It's taken me 6 months to finish a shawl. That was a knit along that run for, is it 5 weeks? So it's a bit crazy, isn't it, really, to be honest. If I could even whittle that down to 6 whips, I'd probably be happier. I like having variety. I like rolling the dice and it being completely random, but I do feel like I'm getting a bit overwhelmed, and I know I've just cast on loads of stuff, so you're probably saying, Denise, you've done this to yourself. Yeah, I have done this to myself, but I'm realising now that it's a bit crazy. So the aim of the game is to just relax with it. If I don't get something finished in a week, don't worry about it. It will get finished when it gets finished. So, and there may even be other stuff that I pull out of the drawers. They're going to be cupboard soon. Of the drawers, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like this anymore, and just take it out of my whip rotation. So who knows? Who knows? I've spoken to you for 24 minutes now. That's 24 minutes, and I could have probably got where I needed to be with this. But it's all good. I'm going to finish watching Tonya. I'm going to finish knitting this part, and I shall see you tomorrow. Again, please ignore the state of me. This is just me, so I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I know. Ian's gone to work, and I wanted to get a part of my knitting finished. I wanted to get it to a certain point, and I've done that, so I thought I'd quickly show you before I put it away. Or not put it away, but yeah, put it away for the night. So I had a shower and Ian went to bed, so I was like, well, what do I do with my hair? And I've just put it into 2 pigtails. I feel like a 6-year-old schoolgirl. I feel like Matilda. I don't know if you ever have seen Matilda the film. She always wanted her hair in pigtails, and the teacher does it eventually. Yeah, and I feel like that. Anyway, so let's tuck them back in. We don't need to see those. I've been working on my Down to the Stream, and I have finished the back. I have joined the shoulders, as you can see. I've joined the shoulders, and that was a 3 needle bind off, which was really easy, really simple. I think I will try and do that wherever possible in future, just because look at that join, it is perfect, other than I dropped a stitch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I did get to the end of the row and I was like, oh, I've got 1 more stitch on this side than the other stitch, so I just knitted 2 together. Thought, oh, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so the pattern says to join one side, to then pick up all the stitches, knit it flat. And I was like, oh, I don't want to knit it flat and then have to join it. So I decided to join both shoulder seams, and then I picked up the stitches and I knitted the neck in the round. It is a garter stitch neck, and it is done in the contrast colour, and I just knitted it in the round. So basically I knit around, purled around, knit around, purled around, for 5 rows. This is a free pattern, so I can describe it a bit. So yeah, I have done that. In the pattern it also says on the bind off to go back to this colour. I couldn't be bothered to do that either, so it's just in this. I'm worried it's going to flip. I might have to go back and do something with this. I'm not sure. Lucky enough, it's like, also I didn't have as many stitches as the pattern asked for, so I just picked up what I could on the edge here. So the front and the back was already on a holder, so that was fine, but it was the edge stitches. The neck is more than big enough, so that's fine. I have now picked up for the, oh, I'm sitting on the yarn. I've now picked up for the one of the sleeves, and now I've got this here because the yarn, I will hold it like that, you might be able to see, it goes really puffy. It's horrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip that and then weave these ends in. So yeah, I've picked up for the sleeve. I did try to do the sleeve in the round, but I couldn't get it to go round smoothly, and it left a really big hole underneath. So I thought to myself, well, it doesn't really matter because I've got to sew up the side seam anyway. I have tried this on just over my head and it looks a bit weird at the moment, and I think that's just because it's just a front and back basically. The neck is quite wide, so I don't know whether it's worth possibly, like, everything is garter stitch, so even on this bit here I've picked up the stitches, and you do 5 rows of garter stitch, then go into stocking stitch. So I don't know whether the neck would look better in a rib. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, whether it's, so this is the front. I've put a stitch marker in because, as well, my front and backs are not really that much different. So in the pattern it does, so that's the difference in my front and back. In the pattern it says to knit an extra, I can't remember. Anyway, it tells you to knit, and I think that's why I didn't have enough stitches here. So I'm going to have to block mine quite a lot downwards. Now, the other thing that I could do is pick up the stitches along the bottom once it's all sewn together and do some sort of edging on the bottom in this colour, if I've got any left over, because I've only got 1.5 balls. But I could do like just a small garter band around the bottom or something, which would be okay. I think these two colours, like these two yarns, go together really well. It's like this pinky colour here, it just goes really well, and I managed to get most of the neck the neck in that colour as well. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far. I'm going to go right back so I can get the whole thing in. I'm really pleased. I really like it. I don't mind that the V either is not symmetrical or anything. So the back is like that. It's a bit different. Yeah, I am enjoying it. So that is that. I've got so many stitch markers on it where I was... you have to measure down from the shoulder, and I've done all that, but I've just left the stitch markers in. So that is that. Also, this morning and like this afternoon I was doing some cross stitch, and I didn't realise that on Markup RXP is the digital app that I'm using to mark off my stitches, is that every day you can take a picture of your progress, and I didn't know that. And also, no, I haven't taken it out of the hoop because the reason I haven't done that is I am losing fabric across the top. It just keeps fraying, and I don't want it to fray any more than it already has, so I don't want to keep taking it in and out with the hoop. But anyway, I've got quite a lot of this flower done now. I've got all of the orange in, yes, the orange. I've got a bit of the black and the green to go in the middle here, but all this round here is the light pink. And I think I got just over 300 stitches in today. So, whoops, I'm gonna tomorrow try and get as much of this pink in as I possibly can, and then it's a case of a little bit of green up here, some green down here with, I think, a bud, like, let's move that, like, oh, you can't even see it now because it's in the hoop, but like another one of these, possibly another one with red in it. But I'm really worried as well that I'm going to run out of this really dark red. I've literally got not even a whole length. It is using one thread. The whole pattern is one thread. I really like it. It's really nice, and I can't wait to get more done on it. So yeah, I did get a 6-inch Q-snap, but the problem with that is that because I was so far up here, the Q-snap, it wasn't holding the fabric very well. So once I get back down here, I might try it again. But also, I'm running out of fabric on this side as well. So this fabric came with the kit, and the kit is by the Craft Collection. So yeah, I'm not really happy with the amount of fabric they've actually give, to be honest. I got this kit on Facebook, as you all know. It was £3, and I don't know how much the kit would be to buy new or anything, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this flower done so I can go on to a bit of the green again. Then I'll go back into this flower because I want to get this page done, then do the bottom page. This is my back. I don't think it's too bad. Obviously I've cross-stitched in the past. This is not my first sort of thing that I've cross-stitched. And I do try and keep my back as tidy as I possibly can. And I don't think it's too bad for going back into this craft again. Yeah, so that is that. Also, I just want to say that I know that I was primarily knitting and crocheting and stuff, and I've sort of now dabbling into cross stitch and all that, and I know a lot of people don't want to watch that sort of thing, but I'm just showing what I'm enjoying. So if you're not here for the cross stitch, or you think that's really boring of me showing you what I'm making, I'm really sorry. I will I don't know whether it will just be a thing that I do for a little while and then just don't bother anymore, because that's happened to me quite a few times with cross stitch, but I'm finding that this is sticking with me more. It's stuck with me longer because I've picked up cross stitch before and I've done it for a couple of weeks and I've put it down, but I don't know if because I've got a deadline for this that I need to get it done, and then obviously I've got the Malta cross stitch that I was doing before this, and I was like, I want to get that done and put it up on the wall and stuff. So I've been watching quite a few floss tubes, and yeah, so I am dabbling into cross stitch. I am sorry. But I'm hoping that you can enjoy, you can think to yourself, you can enjoy watching another craft, even if you don't like doing this sort of craft. Yeah, I just love the way that that flower looks in the viewfinder, because looking at it here, it just looks like a splash of colour, but seeing it from far away, it looks different. So yeah, that's that. I will carry on with that. It's still living in my yarn bag. This bag is just perfect for it. And I've still got this in here that's got all the little bits and pieces in it. So I've got like everything attached to it. Oh, I don't think I showed you. I showed you this either. So I was on Facebook and I was on one of the cross stitch pages. I know. I've fallen in. I told you yesterday, I've fallen in, and literally it's just, I think, my toes hanging out now of this hole. Anyway, I was on, have I showed you this? I can't remember if I have or I haven't. But anyway, I was on Facebook and someone had put that they make needle minders and they were 75p. Now, if you are a cross stitcher and you want some needle minders, then either give me a comment, message me on Instagram or anything like that, and I will give you this lady's Facebook page. She's got a page and she openly shares it, and she has got so many really lovely needle minders, all different ones, and some of them are 75p, some of them are £1.50, and you just pay for the postage as well, obviously. So this came to £2.60, I think, £2.65, I can't remember. Anyway, I will show you what I got. I got Chucky. Now, if you don't know the story of Chucky and Buddy, you may have seen in the background of my videos that we have a Buddy doll. So I don't really know the story because it's not really my story to tell, but so when Ian was younger, he had a Buddy doll and his sisters used to move it around without him knowing. They used to get scared of it. He used to hide it in his wardrobe under loads of stuff, and then the next day it would be back on his bed. And his sisters used to do that. Anyway, so Buddy, I'm not sure, is it a part of Chucky? I don't know. I never really watched that when I was younger. But Ian was always scared of Chucky as well when he was younger. So I just thought it was really funny to buy a Chucky needle minder. I saw it and I was just like, this is perfect to buy. So I have bought this to go on a project at some point. It's just in this little bag with all the rest of my bits and pieces. And she did have a different Chucky one as well, but it was like his face. It was a bit scary. Like, I know this is scary, but that was even more scarier. I was like, no. And Ian has also said that at some stage he wants to get a Chucky tattoo. So on one of his legs, it's all the stuff that his family were scared of when they were younger. So he's got a clown on the back of his leg because Jodie is still petrified of clowns. And he's got the werebear dolls underneath that as well because his sister Zoe was scared of the werebears. And he wanted Chucky. So I don't know whether he's going to get Chucky or not, but he was thinking of getting Chucky. But it was like, no, because I was scared of Chucky. My tattoos are what other people were scared of. So I don't know. I've rambled for 18 minutes again. And last week I said, oh, this is going to be a short episode. An hour and a half later, it wasn't short at all. So this one is probably just going to be as long, but I'm hoping that that's okay. I'm finding that there's not as many people putting videos up, so hopefully this gives you a bit of entertainment for a few hours. Tomorrow Ian is going with his dad, so the caravan went for a service. They're going to pick the caravan up tomorrow and take it to the storage, and that's what I thought they were doing the other day, yesterday, but no. So it's going yesterday, Tuesday, whatever day it was, Wednesday? No, I can't remember. But it's going to the storage tomorrow, so Ian's going to go with his dad to do that. It was Wednesday, wasn't it? Because I did some... Was it yesterday? Oh my... I think it was yesterday because I did the laser engraving. I haven't done no more on that. But... Oh, what was... Tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening tomorrow. I'm not sure. I need to go to Aldi. I need to go to B&M. And just like small bits and pieces. We'll get there in the end. But on Sunday, I'm so excited that me and my sister, I don't know if I've mentioned this, me and my sister are going to the Waltham Abbey Wall show. So yeah, we're really, really excited for that. I might film a little bit of it, depending on how much I film. It will either be in this vlog or it will be in its own little vlog. I'm not sure. But I will charge up the small camera and take that. I think it will be easier to use that instead of this camera. But oh god, I'm still rabbiting on. I should go to bed. It's now 1:25 nearly. Ian will probably be home by the time I get into bed. So yeah, I shall see you tomorrow with more progress and any more ramblings that I've got. I'm hoping that I can get at least half the sleeve done, and then obviously Saturday and Sunday we're going to just be busy, and I don't think I'm going to get much done, and then I'll be rolling the dice on Monday. Obviously that'll be in a different vlog. This vlog will go up on Monday, but I will finish it tomorrow. I was just thinking, oh, you'll know that I'm at the show. I have put it on Instagram anyway. And I'm going now because I just keep going on and on and on. I shall see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it is Friday and it's late, very late. And today I have decided to block my slip extravaganza. I'm going to turn you around. It's currently on the bed, taking up the whole bed. I have put a picture of it on Instagram, so you may have seen it already. So yeah, let me flip you round. I'll show you what it looks like. So here we are. You'll have to excuse the light. There is a bulb out and I haven't changed it yet. So this is what it looks like. I can't zoom out any more than what I'm already doing. I could probably go up a bit. So this is what it looks like. It is on 6 of these large mats. Yes, I do have the hairdryer out because I want this dry for tonight. So yeah, I am so pleased with it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I am more than happy with it. I am glad that I didn't do the extra long border. I think this is plenty, so I'm gonna let that just do its thing while it's dark. And now I have been knitting today, and it is 5:20. So yeah, I have been knitting today, and I've been knitting on my top, and I have got, let's get it out of the bag. Where are we? Here. I've got this much of the sleeve done. So I did try doing it in the round and that didn't work. So yeah, just flat knitting. I was chatting to some friends this morning and just knitting on this, and now I've put it away because I do want to do my cross stitching, so I want to go back to this and try and get as much pink in, or at least the 220 stitches for today's goal in that, because I've been knitting most of the day, which has been nice. I caught up with lots of YouTube. I'm sure, I felt like my hair was stuck in my watch strap. I did straighten my hair in the end today. I took it out of the plait and I was like, oh, this looks a bit ridiculous. But I just really roughly put the straighteners over it, so it's not properly straight. But anyway, I haven't been anywhere. I was going to go to B&M today, because we need a few bits and pieces like cleaning stuff. And I always go B&M or Home Bargains. But Ian has gone out Ian went out to help his dad, and then he's gone to the garage afterwards. So he's still out. I was going to go to B&M about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Might be near enough 3 o'clock. And then I started to get really bad pains in my stomach, and I was like, I'm not going out with bad pains in my stomach. It's not happening. So I just sat here. I was on the phone to my sister for ages, which was really, really nice. So obviously I speak to my sister quite a lot, but it was nice. We were just literally, it was like we was in the same room and we were just chatting about random stuff, and it was just really nice. I've spoken to my uncle today as well, my Uncle David. He was very chatty today. Normally it's like, hi, how are you? What you been up to? Alright, I'll let you go. But today he was very chatty, which was nice. So yeah, just been pottering around doing bits and pieces. And yeah, so tonight we are going to have for dinner, I think, well, Ian's going to have peppers and mushrooms again. I don't really know what I'm going to have. There's some sausages in the fridge that I cooked yesterday. I could have them and some peppers, actually. So I might have that. I am absolutely starving at the moment. I had some lunch, which were crackers, and I worked out that they're 1.5 cents each. So I had 4 crackers with some spreadable cheese on top, so that was really nice. But I've just gone to the kitchen and got a very sorry looking for itself banana. I don't mind bananas that look like this. I know some people are like, that's gross, put it in the bin. But no, I prefer my bananas with a little bit of black on them. I find they have a better taste. Everyone's taste is different. So yeah, I'm going to eat that. Hopefully that will keep me going until dinner and Ian's home. But yeah, just been really nice and chilled today. Yeah, I was looking forward to going out, and then I started to get pains, and I was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I have just put on the telly on Netflix the Jerry Springer show. So it's like the behind the scenes. Now, I used to watch Jerry Springer. I know, I was young. And I used to watch Jerry Springer, and I just thought I'd give this a try, this programme. There's a few other things that I want to watch as well on Netflix. I've saved them into my list. So yeah, this vlog is probably going to be really, really, really long, because I rambled for so long. And I'm not going to say it's short, because it's not short. But I'm going to end this vlog now. I don't think we're going to really be getting up to anything else today. I'm going to do a little bit of cross stitch. I'm not going to probably do any more knitting, I don't think. And just doing what I feel happy at the time. And at the moment, I've done my knitting, and now I want to get my stitches in for today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, hope you've enjoyed. I'm really pleased I've got the Slipstravaganza blocked, because I may wear that on Sunday. And I know I said that I might put Sunday's footage on the end of this, depending if I get any or not. We'll just see. I'm not really sure, because obviously I would have already started another vlog. So it really does depend on how much footage I get. We'll see. I don't even know yet, so I can't tell you. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is... I told you I rambled a lot because now I'm on my phone because the memory card is full. But lucky enough, I'm ending this vlog anyway. Well, I'm really shaky. I have not vlogged holding stuff for ages. It's normally plonked down on a tripod. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you next week in the next one. Bye guys.